Hello and welcome to Daily News from Marjaeyat TV. Headlines: a review of the latest activities related to the religious authority in various parts of the world. Scholarly session of seminary professors and advanced students with Grand Ayatollah Al-Shirazi. Production of the special program Al-Hashimiyya by the Marjaeyat TV network on the occasion of the Shabani celebrations. In compliance with the recommendations of Grand Ayatollah Al-Shirazi, the Imam al-Hayat blood donation campaign carried out activities in Lebanon. The director of the Al-Shirazi satellite network office met with a member of the Lebanese parliament. The residence of the eminent religious authority, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Husayn in the holy city of Qom, hosted a scholarly and research-oriented session attended by a group of scholars, seminary professors, students, and those interested in Islamic teachings. This session aimed to enhance the academic and research standards of seminary students and to foster dialogue and exchange of views on jurisprudential and doctrinal topics. During this session, various scholarly discussions were presented in the fields of jurisprudence, theology, history, ethics, and social studies, and participants shared their perspectives. Grand Ayatollah Al-Shirazi subsequently provided detailed explanations of the topics discussed and delivered reasoned responses to the questions raised by attendees. The broad participation and active engagement of students transformed this gathering into a dynamic forum for scholarly dialogue, clarification of religious thought, and deepening of doctrinal discussions. According to Marjaeyat Media Network, the full recording of this session and the statements of Grand Ayatollah Al-Shirazi have been published on its official YouTube channel. On the occasion of the blessed Shabani festivities, the Marjaeyat Media Network in the holy city of Karbala produced a special program titled Al-Hashimiyya. The program is hosted by Sheikh Ibrahimi, who presents the topics related to the Shabani occasions in Arabic. The special program is broadcast daily at 7 p.m., 9 a.m., and 2 p.m. on Global Marjaeyat TV Network Iraqi time. The celebration marking the Shabani occasions was held at the Imam Husayn bin Ali Husayniyya, one of the centers affiliated with the religious authority in Lebanon, with the participation of dozens of Shia believers and devotees of the Ahlul Bayt. Participants expressed joy and happiness in honoring the blessed occasions of the month of Shaban and reaffirmed their spiritual bond with the family of the Holy Prophet of Islam. The Shabani celebrations were held at the Husayniyya of Zaynabiyya Seminary, one of the centers affiliated with the religious authority in Damascus, Syria. This event was attended by a large gathering of believers, scholars, cultural and social figures, and seminary students. The program included poetry recitations, eulogies, and presentations highlighting the virtues of the Ahlul Bayt. Prizes were distributed to participants at the conclusion of this ceremony. Hossein al-Shaer, director of the Beirut office of the Al-Shirazi satellite network, met with Lebanese member of the parliament Nabil al-Badr. During this meeting, both sides discussed Lebanon's political developments and ongoing challenges. Al-Shaer also expressed appreciation for al-Badr's social initiatives, particularly his support for displaced people during the recent war, emphasizing the importance of such actions in strengthening social solidarity. At the end of this meeting, the book Islam and Politics, authored by Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Husayn was presented to the Lebanese parliamentarian. In observance of the birth anniversary of Imam Husayn, the Imam al-Hayat blood donation campaign was held in the Haret Saida area and at the Syria-Damascus in Beirut. This event witnessed wide participation from young devotees of Imam Husayn, with hundreds contributing to promoting the values of humanity and dignity embodied by Imam Husayn. This campaign was launched in 2012 following the call of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Husayn, and it is currently implemented in more than 15 countries worldwide, reflecting the universal nature of the message of the Husayni movement. The ceremony emphasized that the birth of Imam Husayn symbolizes life and generosity, while his martyrdom represents sacrifice and selflessness, and that he remains an eternal emblem of humanity, dignity, and justice. The Al-Furat Center for Development and Strategic Studies, one of the centers affiliated with the Marjaeyat in the holy city of Karbala, held its monthly seminar at the Al-Najaf Cultural and Media Institution, focusing on Iraq's 2025 elections. The seminar was attended by academics, research center directors, and political activists. Dr. Husayn al-Sarhan, researcher at the Al-Furat Center, presented a paper titled Iraq and the 2025 Elections Before and After the Vote. This paper emphasized that analyzing pre-election conditions and post-election consequences can provide a clear understanding of the nature of governance and future Iraqi state following this pivotal political event. The Al-Mustaqbal Center for Strategic Studies, affiliated with the religious authority in the holy city of Karbala, held an intellectual seminar in political thought in Iraq at the headquarters of the Al-Najaf Cultural and Media Institution. This event was attended by research center directors, university professors, and media professionals. Professor Haider Abdul Sattar al-Ajwadi presented a paper titled Political Thought in Iraq Between Alawite Legacy and Challenges of the Contemporary Political System. This paper highlighted that contemporary Iraq faces a complex condition of political disorder and social fragmentation, and despite institutional changes since 2003, fundamental questions regarding legitimacy, justice, and political responsibility remain unresolved. It also introduced the Alawite legacy as an ethical and conceptual model for governance, whose divergence from current political realities necessitates serious reconsiderations. The Tribal Affairs Unit of the Najaf al-Ashraf Strategic Studies Center, affiliated with the religious authority in the holy city of Najaf, held a dialogue seminar examining the concept of tribal affiliation in the teachings and recommendations of Imam Ali. This seminar was attended by tribal elders and leaders from various Iraqi provinces. Discussions focused on the behavioral dimensions of Iraqi tribal identity in both historical and contemporary contexts and its role in organizing social relations. This event concluded with honoring several tribal leaders. As part of efforts to strengthen cultural and religious cooperation, a group of believers, scholars, and servants of Imam Husayn visited the Ahlul Bayt Islamic Thought Center, affiliated with the religious authority in Baghdad, where they met with the center's director. During this meeting, Mr. Ali al-Sarai welcomed the guests and emphasized the need to design cultural, intellectual, and outreach programs appropriate to the significance of the months of Shaban and Ramadan. The objective of these programs was described as serving the community and enhancing religious awareness. The Rasul al-Adam Cultural and Charitable Foundation, affiliated with the religious authority in the holy city of Qadimiyya, held its annual celebration of the Shabani festivals on the third day of the month of Shaban, 1447 AH. This ceremony began with the recitation of verses from the Noble Quran and the reading of Ziyarat of Imam Husayn, followed by devotional performances by Husayni reciters, Tahir al-Kadami, Mustafa al-Khazali, and Tahsin al-Musavi. A large number of believers and servants of Imam Husayn attended this event.